Good evening. For my week 2 journal, I want to go over some of the stuff that I have been working on for my research paper. Um, I found it really interesting this week when I located an article that talked about how our bosses or being a mentor, you can learn to read your employees and what their needs are. So our boss has currently done this across our team, and I want to incorporate that into my research paper by going over some of the questions that she's realized that have been beneficial to our team and given us ways to of encouragement and ways of giving us the means to better ourselves. So some of those questions are personal, how we feel about different workloads, different departments we serve. So some of those are she really does want to know how our workload is, what we enjoy about our workload, what drives us crazy. Those are her specific questions. A couple of other questions are what projects are we currently working on? And then in return, when we give her those answers, she asks us how she can help us, how she can help our load, make it lighter, make it more doable for our personal mental health. And I really appreciate that. So when I write my research paper on training and development, I want to remember to not only write that as someone who is being trained and who's trying to develop my career, but I also want to go on the other side of the spectrum and write it from a reviewer's point of view, a boss's point of view, a mentor's point of view. Some of the other questions that she asks, and I'll close with this thought, is that what is something specific to my job that I want to feel more confident about? How can she help me get that level of confidence that would make me feel like I was doing my job properly? And I think that's so important as a mentor to really care about how your employees feel mentally, and because it affects emotionally, it affects our home life, and whenever we are struggling outside of our jobs, a lot of times that can kind of creep in to our performance. So those are a few things that I've learned this week and that I do want to learn to incorporate both sides into my final research paper.